Hopefully I'm live. It says I'm live. I never know if I'm really live. I'm just gonna say I'm live. Hello everyone, and welcome to an exciting stream of one of my very all-time favorite games. I love Phoenix Wright as a whole. But I know I'm late. I was tweeting out that I had to go get food for my grandmother, so I'm here now. This is going to be some gameplay of Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. I know it's really quiet. I'm not entirely sure why. I think it'll start being noisy once I actually start playing the game. Let's check it out. Oh, there we go. There is sound. Okay. Whew. Got a little word there. There's going to be a lot of reading, so prepare for me to read a lot of stuff, but I hope you guys enjoy. I love Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright is an amazing game. We're going to start with the very first case, Turnabout Memories. This is the third game in the series. Oh shit. How did I get in this mess? Why? Why did I do that? Well, what's happening? That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. I need to turn down the game volume. It says really loud. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. Don't talk about her like that. Uh-oh. Shit's getting bad. Oh, what'd you do? I missed your beautiful text as well. Oh dear. Oh. Well. Phoenix is about to have some problems. Wow. 11. April 11th, 9:40. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Phew. It's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Ahem. Oh, Mr. Grossberg. Good morning.
Oh, Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know.
What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed.
Let me go. Let go of my lapels. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer.
I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today.
Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service.
Actually, this is my second time in court.
Still, you surprised me. With your earnest request last night. Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. And quite forcefully, too.
I just found out yesterday about the case, I mean.
What? And you've already learned all the relevant facts?
Well, about that, you see, I mean, of course I have, I think.
Oh dear.
So in case you haven't caught on, we're not playing as Phoenix, we're playing as, a woman named Mia for this first trial. And she's being helped out by this guy named, Grossberg. Hey guys, Aki's here, and how are you? Hello, Aki, hope you're doing well.
In any case, don't let our client see you're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client.
There's Phoenix. Good morning there, everybody. Good morning. Keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say, I'll give it all I've got. Yep, it'll be fine. No problem. And then he proceeds to cough and sneeze everywhere. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Wright? Actually, it's Wright. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. Oh, hi, Shark. And yes, I have a cold. That's why this mask is for. My doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. It is Sharky Shark. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please, let go of my shirt. Oh my, shark people are calling you Sharky now. Ooh. Yes, that's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one that should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. But that trial traumatized me so badly, I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. Ooh. It's been 1 year since then, and, well, here I am again. But this time I'll win. I love his sweater. I do as well, Aki. I actually cosplay as Phoenix when I go to cons, and I eventually need to get this cosplay underway, because his sweater is fabulous. For my client, and for myself. April 11th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Bum bum. Uh-oh.
Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. And the prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Oh god, sorry, I'm making up voices on the go. The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it?
Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem?
I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense.
Oh my god, this is loud in my ear. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. Let me double check the volumes. Ooh, might need to turn this down. Oh goodness. Hopefully it's not too low now. I worry about that all the time. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency.
Emergency? But isn't that him standing right there next to you?
Yes, well...
You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this?
Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. That's my tough look. Oh damn, slammed. Hey son, hey, oh man, how are you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Of course, Your Honor. I think.
Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Oh boy. Don't worry, little girl. It will all be over soon. What was that about? Is he trying to trash talk me?
Bitch going down.
Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of the events on the day of the question. I can read. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow, because he swallows. All the names in this, by the way, are very punny. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology.
Sounds like he was a very bright young man.
Oh, Vainglory. Yes, I've been seeing you post stuff about that. Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. How is Vainglory? Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body and the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police.
That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence.
So I'll be looking at this in a second. I'm pretty sure.
By the way, can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo.
Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death.
An unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Payne?
Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question.
Huh?
A simple question. I thought it might loosen you up a bit. I'm a genteel man, if you will.
Oh, nice. What is your OT3? Curious, Akihina.
What?
Yeah, you liked it, Shark? What was your main role?
Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of.
Oh, perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause, go on. Please say you know at least that this much.
I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
My hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Now see here, the details of the case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you?
Court record. I think you can see that by touching the court record button. So we're going to touch the court record button real quick. And the cause of death will be in this autopsy report. So here it says the date and time of the death, 4/9 at 3 p.m. The cause of death was a fatal electrical shock. So now we know the cause of death is electrical.
All of the weapons you need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer the deal.
Yes, sir. I'll do just that. Got to stay calm. Can't let the prosecutor get the better of me. Aw, I see, Shark. The court record. Okay, let's take a look. I just touched the court record button here. That's just in case, they're really trying to hammer the idea that you need to use that throughout your entire trial.
Now then, with the attorney for the defense, please answer the question. What was the cause of death?
It was electrocution. We read that. According to the court record, it was a fatal electrical shock. In other words, electrocution.
Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps?
The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue. What's that? Why, the motive, of course. Apparently there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant.
Bad blood?
What do you mean? Oopsie. I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. I really don't like this guy's smug attitude.
That's Winston Payne for you. He is one smooth operator, if you catch my drift.
They don't call him,
excuse me. They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant?
Alrighty. Canadian judge is definitely best judge of all time. If I saw him, I'd actually be giving him a surfer voice, though.
And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence.
Evidence?
Oh, no need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need, and then shove it in that old Greybeard's face.
Yes, sir. Into old Greybeard's face.
Mr. Grossberg, try to set a better example for the young lady. Yeah, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are there as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence, so be sure to go over it all.
It totally does, and you know it, Caitlin.
Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim?
Now they're telling you about this, Oh my, Aki. That would be interesting. Now, I'm telling you about the profile thing, because you gotta go to the profile thing to find the bad blood, which is this lady right here. She's Phoenix Wright's girlfriend at the time. let me tell you something. Phoenix Wright ain't straight. Not after he saw Edgeworth. Dated the victim Doug Swallow up until 8 months ago. So she is Doug's ex and is currently dating Phoenix. That's the bad blood between them. Hello, Mel. You will go down with this ship. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here.
Dahlia Hawthorne, is it?
Very good, Miss Fay. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in the story.
He's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he'd already got the judge thinking all he wants.
Oh my god. It's actually almost making me spit, talking like that.
Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness.
You won't put your hands up and surrender. What are you talking about, Shark? If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Fay.
It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection.
Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
Now, this is the only trial in this game I've done, so I already know how this is going to end. I don't remember all the little steps I gotta do, but we'll get there. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Yes. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now, I guess I'm a suspect?
No, he means what did you do before you were arrested?
Oh, lots of sneezes. I don't understand all the references. I just don't. Oh, I see. I see now. That's a Dido song now I'm thinking about it. I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your fellow student, Doug Swap. But I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you I was... That is a lot of cold stuff going on.
Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us?
It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor. I admit I was there, but I'm not the killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Oh, listen, I'm okay with just Phoenix and Edgeworth. I don't need anybody else on that ship, to be honest. I mean, if anybody wants to jump on that ship, it's fine, but that's enough ship for me. It's been a long time since I've heard Dido, Shark. Long time.
I see. So you hardly knew the victim.
Right. Like I said, I'm not the killer. Phew. It looks like the judge understands.
You're being naive, you know, too naive.
Huh? It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And that would be... the witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination. Cross-examination?
He's right. I guess the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine the witness's testimony contains any contradictions.
Contradictions. Phoenix and Edgeworth are definitely great. Of course the chat's the jury. Duh.
If the witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record.
But Mr. Wright is my client.
Even if he is a client, in court all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, it is your duty to say.
When I saw those words, it just jumped in my head. Ah, I see. Phoenix and Edgeworth are just the best. Bays for life. What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now? There was a lie? A contradiction? And guys, there is a lie in Phoenix's statement.
Now, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Faye.
Oh, dear God. Please, Mr. Wright. Tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Excuse me. Alrighty. So I'm gonna skip some of his stuff here. This is just the stuff he said before. Did was find his body. Hardly knew the guy to begin with. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to press his statement right here, where he says, "I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe." We're going to press it, which means we're going to further question it. Mr. Wright, you stated that in the following testimony, I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right. I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Phoenix. He just sneezes. Well, Mr. Wright? Ah, no, it wasn't me. I'm not the killer, I swear.
Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe?
Yes, well... He's always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. I know this is a lie as well. Because if we look at the crime scene photo, and if he had just met him, you can see that he's wearing a jacket. And that means he couldn't have seen the back of the guy's shirt. The first game is really good though, Akihina, I gotta admit. Are you certain that you saw a Union Jack? Yeah, sure. It was right there on his back.
Miss Faye, is there some point to your line of questioning?
Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. Fingers of justice deploy. You haven't seen the true face of justice yet, though. Wait till the actual killer takes the stand, Mal. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing written on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of his t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all that he was wearing what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Brum, 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 brum. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Please forgive me. Let him. That P on his chest doesn't even stand for Phoenix anyways. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong.
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me.
I love these games though, Kat.
It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Did I go too far? We'll get to the finish him in a little bit.
You seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Oh god. Yeah, I took some, but...
Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X?
Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know that I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X?
Would you happen to have the medicine with you right now?
Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. You lost it? Does this have to do with anything to do with... Does this even have anything to do with the case? Oh yes, Akihina.
Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where the cold medicine is right now?
Huh?
Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene.
Oh. That's not good. What's this?
In the victim's hands, it's Cold Killer X.
Yeah. Oh, bitch. Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. Oh my.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to, especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it.
What? Holy crap.
Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped by Mr. Wright, and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright.
That's a stretch in any argument, by the way. That is a stretch.
Order in the court.
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well, the court will accept them into the record.
Duh, Ryan, this is Phoenix Wright. It has to be intense. It's courtroom drama. And now we have a new photo added to our record. Hello, Ryan. And the bottle of Cold Killer X was added to our record.
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Broken?
Yes, it ceased functioning when the large wave of electricity passed through it. Oh, well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this?
Also, Edgeworth is a small village within the borough of Blackburn, England. Oh, okay. This is really bad.
Well, my buttocks. My poor hemorrhoids.
Alright, hitting that what really happened. The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department. So we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked a bit, and then at around 3 o'clock, we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Okay, so there are 2 places in this statement that I'm going to press. We'll get to it in just a second, though.
Mr. Wright, that's completely different than the testimony you gave previously.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth.
You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, please, Mr. Wright. Don't tell any more lies. Alright. So we're going to go to a second part of the statement about the guy being in the pharmacology department. Press it. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated that you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both there right on time.
You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
An alchemist, I see.
Gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity.
Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for more details. Or ask him for more ask him for more details about the pharmacology department. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said that the department uses strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity? That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages. So, there are high-voltage cables everywhere. High-voltage cables? Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high-voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. Whew. Alright, we're gonna also go to the last part of his statement. Welcome back, Raging Cajun. We're gonna press this one about him losing his medicine. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious.
Whoa, why did you punch me in the jaw?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. I think that's enough for now. Oops.
So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted.
What? What do you mean?
Sounds like Dolly serves some Lucky Charms. Oh, Dolly knows just what to do. I knew it was too much work for the little girl.
However, there is one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor.
How the murder was actually carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Well, that is, You are correct, Your Honor.
So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like rose. I'm gonna establish the murder method. Your Honor?
Yes, Miss Faye?
I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've had up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
That would be most impressive.
Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence.
Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about that.
Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted.
It's actually going to be in this crime scene photo again. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well.
What?
There is nothing that even remotely
resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon?
The murder weapon are these high voltage cables that we questioned Phoenix about. Well, naturally, it's right here.
That's... What is that?
A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard? The machines the pharmacology students use and the experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere.
So then, the high voltage cable.
Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation.
That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been the high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant.
Maybe these hanging cables directly in front of him. No, Shark, that's far too convenient of a method.
That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer.
You do? What is it?
His fingerprints.
Oh, Danganronpa all the time to get that feeling of satisfaction as you're progressing through the trial.
Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. As you may know, leather holds fingerprints as well. Quite well, excuse me.
You mean...
Yes, it is quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
What? Oh, I love this game too, Officer Dan. How are you doing, man?
What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable.
Oh boy. Order, order, order. That's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us. We're done.
Mr. Crossberg?
My hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
Your Honor.
At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case. Do you have something further to add, Miss Fay?
You did not, Dan. Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth, the whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Fay, no matter what you have to say, I believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end.
We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything.
But wait a minute. Mr. Wright? I'll tell you what really happened.
I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further.
I did it. I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow is dead.
Uh-oh. Phoenix, what are you admitting to? And then that dialogue from before about how they shouldn't be seeing her and stuff like that. I'm just gonna let it play through.
That's not good, Aki. Should definitely think about all that breathing you need to be doing, and sleeping too. My friends stayed up for 3 days straight playing Destiny 2. That was ridiculous to hear about. I can't even understand it. He pushed the drugs. He was a drug pusher, Shark.
What did you say? Was that the truth?
Yes, I was afraid. Afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure.
Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are.
Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Fay? I believe in you. Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. You really did push the victim.
Feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake.
When I pushed the victim. Alrighty. That guy. He was talking bad about Dolly. You forget to breathe all the time too, Dan? Oh dear, Officer Dan, that's not good. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there dead. Getting a vape might help me to remember too. Oh my.
Well, the explanation is really quite simple.
When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable.
He died from the shock, and...
Whew, excuse me.
And that, as they say, is that.
Oh, I've got the hiccups, I think.
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling, but from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed. That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that.
Miss Faye, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. Alright. Now, I think I got this. Dolly, lost temper. This is where things started getting weird. I think I need to press him on the thing about the loud noise. Pain is annoying. Yes, he is. Loud noise? And what would you say was that loud noise? What that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? Well, I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap! You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was.
Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted.
You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. We're gonna ask for some more details on this. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. Try to remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack? Aha! Could have been... Yes, could have been? Hurry up and tell us. I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. Wonder if they're still making the anime. They did make a Season 2, Officer Dan, where he was against Francesca. However you say her name, I can never say her name right, the whip lady. I actually got cosplay pictures with her too. I'm so excited to see someone dressed up as her. I fell right on top of it and broke it. That's probably the noise I heard. And umbrella, huh? Oops.
And did that umbrella belong to the victim?
Phoenix is adorable, I will admit. Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella. Cheap and frail. Kind of like the owner. And again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone.
Miss Faye, what do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now?
Of course it's important. I know exactly why it's important too, I just remembered. That photo shoot was fun. It totally was fun, Kat. I'm so glad you were there for that. Von Karma! Hey, Desi, how are you today? This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have that entered into the testimony.
How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer.
The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony.
Boom, wet umbrella. Not quite, Shark. This is about to save Phoenix's life. So after I shoved him, he fell on top of his cheap umbrella. So I'm just gonna present this because I know this is what I need to do. Let's see. This season just follow the second game. That's the reason I couldn't. It does follow the game pretty much to a T, Dan. There are a few subtle differences, like certain things in the court trials are just ever so slightly different. But it only does 3 of the trials, not all 4. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on, if I had mentioned that. And then Desi says, hey, Jacob, I'm doing okay. I have been. Those are the words. I'm doing alright, though. Come on. If I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier.
What do you mean by that?
Take another look at this crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole.
You're absolutely right.
The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. Can't do his voice scream now.
Order, order, order. The victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at this crime scene.
I want to present it as evidence immediately.
Well, now we've got the umbrella.
But the umbrella could have simply been blown up there by the wind.
Bitch, fucking shut up. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
But
I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
no.
Ugh. I don't like his voice.
However, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony.
So I've got Phoenix's testimony about the guy landing on the umbrella.
Well done, Mia. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride.
Yeah, they missed a lot.
It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
I hope you like the voices, Desi. Let me guess. You have another witness?
Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible.
I can't say certain words. And I taught English. God, I am horrible.
Well, who is this witness?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dolly Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly?
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime and the murder took place.
What?
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Oh, that's some confidence right there. Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this.
You can't be serious.
Mia, what do you mean by that?
Invertebrate. Thank you, Shark.
I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess.
Yep, I had one job.
Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Crazy to think that these games were on the Game Boy Advance and Windows before coming to the US on the DS. Right? They're so good. I've actually wanted to use these games as a teaching method to show how argumentation works. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Phoenix. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah. So I guess I can start to relax then, huh?
Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after having such important facts.
But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Yeah, it would have been. I don't think the school district would have gone with it, though, to be honest. Sure, no problem. Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer, on the side anyway. One day, she and I bumped into each other, and I can't read, hold on. She and I bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. I've heard that there's law teachers that have pointed to this series of games before. It is good. It's all about finding contradictions in the things people say and do. That's purely academic in the way that you teach argumentation. Yeah, they were. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, "I want you to carry this." We're gonna get a voice for her.
So she gave this to you as a present, I see.
This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, alright. It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. I'm currently going through my box of childhood stuff, and I realized I own Game Boy Advance SP, a PS2 Slim. That is a lot of stuff, Aki. This pendant is important. I can't remember why, but it's something. Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating? Yeah. She's so shy. Every time I see her, she's always says the same thing to me. Please give it back to me now.
What a strange girl asking for a present back like that.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne, 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. But how did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this, a newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder?
What is it really? Let me see that. Oh, I see. I think I understand what you're trying to say. I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some relationship between these two cases. Am I right?
Now, I don't know what happened there. I gotta check that. You didn't steal her locket. I haven't played a Saturn ever. I need to check this out, actually. Hold on. Before I continue reading people's stuff on here. Let's see. Very little information is being disclosed at this time, since the victim of yesterday's incident is the district courthouse was in the blah blah blah. Is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. Interesting. Okay. I think we all know Phoenix Wright is the real criminal. No, he's not. Phoenix Wright would never. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Krusberg. I need to finish this myself.
Oh, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go to one of that reading room and see what else I can find.
Thank you.
I want to do whatever I can to help you. Well, it looks like the recess is back over. We'd better all get moving.
I guess so. The recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Yes, I would love to save my data. Cool. April 11th, 12:13 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2. Bum bum.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness. The next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
Aw, shucks. Thanks, sons. And what's with this stiff silence?
In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit you radiate a glow of complete sincerity.
I can't believe he actually said that. Payne is sweating bullets. Nifty, Aki.
Oh, now then, witness. Could you please state your full name?
Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous.
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
And I will bash them with my gavel.
Love how they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. You are all so nice. I almost feel right at home.
Not at all.
It was nothing.
We may move on now. What's your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
The honor is all mine.
No, the honor is all mine.
Well, oh, thanks, sons. Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Contrary. Sir?
Is there something I can help you with?
You just go on and say whatever is on your mind.
I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it.
Yes. I can see what you'd say that.
She's going to be a tough witness, alright? It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger.
Now then, please protest with your testimony. Please proceed, not protest. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please.
I had been planning to go to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students, and they called in the authorities. It might actually, Akahina.
I don't know what to say. According to Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, she's gonna get highly mad.
Young lady. As old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please, tell us the truth.
But I would never. That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue.
What do you mean by that?
Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. Dear, you haven't changed a bit. Mia Fang.
What's this? So you two are acquainted?
Yes, we've met before, once.
In any case, Miss Fay, the floor is all yours.
It's good to see you again, Madam Fay. Madam? I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie. What I witnessed. Alright, this is where I start to not remember things. I don't think that's important. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking about the building. This is the one that I think is important. I'm gonna press there on Dougie's collapsing. Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim? Is that right? I was watching the whole time. Feeny never did a thing to Dougie. If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry at me. So what should I do about her testimony just now? Show a contradiction. feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we? What? I would never...
Miss Fay, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. What? That is, she has no supporting... Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job.
Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim. What? S&P Sin's memory. Yep, gone forever. 2K17. My memory is dead. There's no need to try and cover, blah blah blah. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth.
There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor, I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony. Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Nugget. And it looked like they were fighting. I didn't hear any noise either. That's wrong, too. There was noise because Phoenix told us there was noise. Hold on. Does this say that there was noise? I'm gonna use this.
Objection!
BAM! You say you didn't hear any noise, is that correct? Yes, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me. Oh, bitch. That's nice. But I find that a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the fact that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear that noise as well?
Well... Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
Objection!
But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. Look at the flip of that hair. Oh yeah. May I have a moment to answer?
By all means.
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time.
Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered?
The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. We're getting there, don't worry. So I put my headphones on to block it out.
Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony at all.
Wait a sec, Mia. The testimony just now? She said something that could totally change this case. It's one of these two, but I'm pretty sure it's the thing about there being lightning. Ugh. I'm gonna do the lightning one, and if the lightning one isn't it, it was that she was listening to music. Let's try that. Your Honor, there's a problem with the witness's testimony.
What do you mean?
Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct?
Yes. What about it?
Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right?
Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Fay.
Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death is electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning?
Oh, must admit that the thought had not occurred to me.
Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Nug Swallow was murdered. That very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bolt.
It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental?
Alright. You did it, Mia. Oh. Shit. He cut me off.
I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye.
Huh?
I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day at that location.
What?
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable was definitely linked to this case.
Evidence, you say, Mr. Payne? Well, what is this evidence?
This affidavit.
Whoa! I do not like legal terms, okay?
And who does this report from?
Pharmacology students.
The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
Was it a blackout?
All the lab equipment's run on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outages occurred at approximately 3 p.m.
Which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report.
Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable.
Oh boy.
According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future.
I see.
Apparently the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump could have caused them to break.
So any sort of bump, anything could have caused it to break. Ugh. That's very vague.
However, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cables?
Your Honor? I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion.
Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break?
I want to say it was an umbrella. I know who did it. That's my problem. Let's present the umbrella. This is it. This is why the cable snapped.
Well, Your Honor.
Blah, blah, blah. Ouch, that was harsh. Shit. Oh, let's hear it. Or what? Oh, God, I don't remember this. Okay, I need to look in the photo. Oh, man. There's nothing in this, is there? No. Victim's hand covered in mist. Its fingerprints. That has nothing to do with this. That has nothing to do with this. Okay. Alright. Well, the only other thing that I know is that she's involved. No. Shit. It's not the necklace. I already know that. It's gotta be something in this picture. No? Shit. No, I already know what the necklace is for. I know it's not the necklace. The necklace is gonna come way later down the line. What caused it to snap? It's not him, no. Shit. See, this is where I begin to forget things. It's not very clear. It's gotta be... It's not about it conducting, it's about what broke it. I already know what did. It was something later. Oh. It's just about his testimony about him pushing him. Okay.
The defendant's testimony?
He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct?
Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that...
The lab equipment lost power at 2:55, which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage.
Yes, the prosecution also came to the same conclusion. And it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
Unfortunately, no. I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into the pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break.
Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted.
Oh, hello, Justin. How is you? I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. The victim was shoved into the far pole. Then he couldn't have been electrocuted by this severed cable in the foreground here. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Oh boy.
Order in the court.
Ah, the lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them.
It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way the
Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something?
The Madam Attorney's explanation. She said there were some things that are a little different than I remember them. What the? Oh, I'm sorry, Justin.
Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge. Please.
Of course it's alright. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony.
This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. Oh boy. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Things getting real.
The truth is, Feeney pushed him twice.
The first time was into that electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him. But Feeney caught up with him. Crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping, Dougie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute.
So after all, the victim got up and tried to run away.
And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time.
I'm so sorry, Feeney, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
this beer. Alright. I'm not gonna push the twice. That one we established. That one is not established. Oh. I believe this is the statement I need to push. I'm gonna press it. Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted?
I'm sorry. I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away.
That's understandable.
Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold. If I don't figure out the contradiction here, it's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lie. It's my best chance. Maybe a hole in her testimony here somewhere. Now, I'm pretty sure the lie is in that, I just don't know how to prove that one. Let me see, hold on. So he died at 3 o'clock. And the power went out at 2:55. So that means that there was a 5-minute window for it to happen, and her saying that happened in less than a minute makes no sense. Let's press this real quick. Just gonna press a few things. That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints on the chest of the victim's leather jacket, Mr. Payne. Were there also prints found on the back of the leather jacket?
Well, no, there weren't.
Madam Fanny, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully? I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he? I don't think this is right. It's this one here. It's gotta be one of these two here. That,
Objection!
No, it's not this one. Shit! Blah, 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 blah. I don't see a problem with it. Shit. Okay. It's gotta be this one. Let me press her other statements first, see if I get any more information. Let's press this one. Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony, you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment when he pushed Doug. I know. I'm terribly sorry. I wanted to protect Feeny. So that's why you basically lied in court? Oh my sons. I was a bad girl, I know. Mr. Judge. Yes? Would you please forgive little old me? Of course he won't.
Oh, come now. It was just a little white lie. We'll forget it this time. But please be more careful from now on, alright?
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
Not at all.
Judge had better be more careful of himself. A dark alley is friendlier than this girl. Yeah, there's something wrong with her. The first time. You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole? I know he doesn't look it, but Feeny can be a bit of an ant when he wants to be. Oh, really? But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Feeny really is scary when he gets mad.
Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed.
Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him.
Hold it. So, let me get this straight. You were happily listening to your music on your headphones while you watched the scene unfold? What?
Miss Faye, I'll have to ask you to stop badgering the witness.
I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on.
Cheer them on? What do you mean by that?
Well, I wish the best for them both, and that they would each give their fight their all.
That's very sweet of you and to be so supportive.
What happened after that?
Okay, it's definitely that thing about, this is so hard. You want to punch that judge? Nah. Were you really Aki? That's interesting. I've never been a witness in a case before. I've been on jury duty before. That case was ugh. These two pieces of evidence show the contradiction, but it's not enough for me. I don't know if this is gonna be it.
Objection!
No. I don't know what I was thinking. Definitely not thinking right. There's a lot of guesswork for me. It's gotta be something about this. It's gotta be something about this.
Objection!
There we go. I knew it was the time difference. See, I was right. That's enough witness.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture?
Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold.
It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m.
Yes, and your point is, Miss Faye?
My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered the power outage due to the cable snapping?
Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m. Yeah!
Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during the interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow.
Order!
This is nonsense. The real murder.
Objection!
Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the execution are completely unaccountable for.
Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it?
Oh, darling, I think you know. There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene was there a window of opportunity for the real killer.
Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone as this real killer?
Oh, I am. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor, we are ready.
Very well, but remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. Now, Miss Faye, let's have it. Who's the real killer?
It's Phoenix, right? No. It's the fat man. Duh. It's Winston Payne. No, it's not. It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne. Wow! How kind of you.
The defense is grasping at straws.
10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you.
Order, Miss Fay. What? I mean, why?
That is, to me, Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. Yeah! How can you say something so mean, Madam Fay? I didn't do anything.
Miss Fay, this is oh dear God.
Phoenix, stay out of this. Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say.
You? What is it?
Please strike everything the defense said just now off of the record. What the? Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Fay. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that.
Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man.
Yarg. Leave my Dolly alone. No. That boy. Oh, I thought it was someone else.
He's got himself in way over there.
Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back.
It seems I arrived just in the nick of time. I found a police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping.
Thank you, Justin. And that's added to the court record. I'll read her text in just a moment. Let's, Phoenix Wright is tragic. Let's check out what this says. Location, District Courthouse Cafeteria, Diego Armando, 28, he was a lawyer. Dahlia Hawthorne. So there's her name again. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. And I know what happened there. I have the exact evidence I need. Alright. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
You better take a good look at it. This details how you came to lose a boyfriend.
Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor, May
I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor? Welcome back, Officer Dan.
Don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand. That is,
Go right ahead. Madam Fay, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie? Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright.
I told you that you should let me handle this. Sorry, please go ahead.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Thingy. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little old me to bear.
Oh, I believe that girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive could be.
The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the The defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
For further testimony? What about?
About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Felix Wright.
What could that possibly have to do with this case?
Objection!
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, had a very good reason.
Very well then, the court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a little bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge. Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. Whew. How I met my Feeny. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. It's so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think.
Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court.
And now we enter the final act of our little drama.
As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her.
Alright, I definitely gotta press something here because it's not much to go off of. Okay. So until that time, you've been dating Doug Swallow? Yes. I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly, I'm ashamed of myself.
No, not at all. Look at me, I'm infamous for changing my mind. My critics have even taken to calling me Judge Fickle. Ho, ho, ho.
Maybe you should look for a different line of work.
Despite that, however, he always has Santa Claus friend. That's why some people also call him the Great Judge.
It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The courthouse reading room? It's a strange place to meet the love of your life. That's not true, Madam Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room?
This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case.
Miss Faye, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case,
I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. It's better. Tread carefully. Keep pressing. Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue her testimony.
very well, young lady. I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
If it pleases your honor, the answer is simply this. I'd come to this courthouse to do some research on a paper I was writing. That's not true. I've got the details here. Pretty sure, let me double check this. There's something here. I know there is. What the fuck is it? It's not this, is it? It's either this or this. I'm gonna do this first. There we go. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason?
What is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye?
8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy.
Another tragedy?
Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned?
The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report, and that name is Dahlia Hawthorne.
What?
The Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago.
Order. This is unbelievable. It's true that the loveliest rose...
Miss Faye, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness with that. I, Winston Payne, will not allow it.
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Pardon me. Go right ahead.
It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me.
Express some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see. Okay. I've tied the two crimes together. I've just got to stay on the offensive.
Well done, Mia. Oh, you've really lit a fire on my heart. And my buttocks. Brr. I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my embers.
The poisoning. Ooh. I have seen Labyrinth, yes. The poisoning.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment. That's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal in just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
Oh, this is gonna get tricky. Okay.
However, as you've heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today, and I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
Yeah, what the? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger?
Mia, you're glowing, like with a true lawyer's aura, my dear. That proud posture of self-confidence, absolutely smashing.
Reminds me of the goblin guy from it. Hoggle, I believe his name was. I need to watch that again. Alright. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. What did you discuss? Let's start with that. What were you talking about with the defense attorney?
Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential.
According to the report, you are being interviewed regarding another case.
The lawyer for that was killed. He said he wanted to talk about the incident I was caught up in when I was younger.
Why don't you tell us about that? Why don't you tell us all? Why don't you tell us all what that incident was?
No, it has absolutely nothing to do with this case.
Objection sustained. The defense question is strict.
You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne?
Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign.
Don't worry, Dolly. I'll protect you.
You heard the man. Now that is true love, young lady.
Oh, Phoebe, please.
Ugh. Those two really are making me ill, albeit for decidedly different reasons.
I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened.
Yes. How long were you gone?
I've already answered all these questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes.
And where were you during that stretch of time? Was it the toilet? What are you saying, Miss Faye? Toilet? My perfect little Dolly doesn't poop. Phoenix, you obviously haven't read the novel. Everyone poops.
You heard the defendant, Miss Faye. Better luck next time.
Oh, Phoebe, please.
The police have already looked into this whole matter. This line of questioning is nothing more but a waste of the court's time.
Objection sustained. Miss Hawthorne, please continue with your testimony.
You know what I heard? It was a liquid poison. It was lethal in just 2 teaspoons.
Hold it!
Barely anything, too. Now, how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? Let me see. My bottle of eye drops says it's 1/2 fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons.
2/3 of the whole. Huh? The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison.
Hold it!
Woo! Special kind of poison? How so?
I heard that it's almost impossible to detect.
Oh. Where would something like that come from?
I'm sorry. All I know is what I overheard the policeman saying. They said something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it.
Chemical processes? Well, that's quite impressive. Most impressive. The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that?
So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
Hold it!
Let's press it. And that's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison?
I think that's a good enough reason, Madam Faye.
She's right.
She's right, and I think we've all had enough of Miss Faye's questions.
So in essence, the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for the crime was because no one could show how she could have gotten pain and poison.
All we need to do is find a way to establish. I know how she could have gotten poison, guys. I know how the student of literature got the poison. Hold on. Okay, come on. Let's go to the statement. Let's present. She knew how to get the poison because of Doug Swallow.
Objection!
Bam! You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison. I don't believe you. What? In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab.
Boyfriend? You mean the victim Doug Swallow?
That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. Pharmacology? His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table. You. No!
Order. Could it be?
That's nothing but a...
Now I say something, Madam Faye.
What is it, Miss Hawthorne?
The amount of poison in the coffee is 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container.
Oh, I know what the container was. Well, yes, that's true.
I was searched immediately after the incident took place.
Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they?
She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small.
Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think we need to show some promise, show some kind of proof.
That. Provide some evidence, or
I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless you will come up with some evidence. We'll go with that, Mrs.
Please conduct a full body Sufgali and the entire courthouse. Yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred.
You're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder.
Then where is the container? It's right here in this necklace.
Take that!
You were forced to get rid of the container, weren't you? that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched.
Who is this person?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
So the defendant was this witness's accomplice?
Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present. Dun dun dun. What? But
That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? That's really quite cute. So, what about it?
what does this mean? The day that the witness net fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away.
What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here?
No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount. Dun dun dun!
No!
Oh boy.
Order in the court.
Objection!
Goddammit, Phoenix. On the behalf of Dolly, I object.
But Mr. Wright, control yourself.
I won't let you bully her like this.
Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat.
Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her.
Madly in love? I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time.
Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. Phoenix. Oh, come on. Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes. At this moment in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is because of that necklace. Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. Are you enthralled, Desi? I'm glad. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck. My necklace? Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
What a strange girl asking for a person to go down.
For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying. That you never gave it back to her. Oop. Sorry for the silence for a second. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. Oh boy. I'm glad you're liking this so far, Desi. That's why she... I don't believe you. No! That's a lie! Phoenix cry. Phoenix cry hard. Mia, are you alright? Ah, the defendant. He's getting away. Bailiff, hurry. After him.
Mia, are you alright?
Yes, I think so.
That boy, you are completely insane. But
Where is Mr. Wright?
it looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back here soon. Thank goodness.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh no.
What is it?
The bottle necklace. Miss Hawthorne's present. It's gone.
What? This is terrible. Mr. Wright must have grabbed it and slammed it away. Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What a brilliant is we supposed to do now?
Nah, I got this.
Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of the court.
He's totally destined to go for Edgeworth. Everybody knows it, Aki. I'm sorry. I'm afraid that your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace? Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's okay, just give back the necklace. I ate it. Phoenix! What?
You ate it?
It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first. So, but yeah. What?
What is he doing?
Your Honor, you've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? That bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it. Oh, Phoenix is wearing it because he's sick.
It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly that bottle did not contain a deadly poison.
How can you be so sure?
I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive.
Someone is sick in Japan if they still go out. It's almost expected that they wear a mask like that one to keep. Yeah, that's exactly right, Officer Van. Because there's such a congested area, they don't need disease spreading like wildfire.
As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination.
So it's...
Objection!
No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must have had must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency.
There. It's alright, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing to do as a defense attorney can do, but... and it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life, which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong.
That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Faye, I cannot accept your explanation of the events.
But why? This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand. But in the court of law, evidence is everything. Even though I've proven so much, is she going to get away with everything?
Well, now that these suspicions surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the trial.
Well, Mr. Wright? I'm sorry, Miss Faye. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you.
What is it?
That day, the day I met Doug Swallow. Oh, that's right, there's poison in the medicine. Yep. Last night someone stole poison from the lab. But poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time too. Could only have been her. That girl is a thief. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Aw, Locky. Is it true? Did he really say that?
That's ridiculous.
There's one more thing. Fred pushed him that day. I got worried and came back to have a look. She was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to me. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly.
Your Honor, this is... It is.
Miss Faye, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? The game consoles you mentioned a little bit ago from Japan, other than the obvious Famicom. If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. Defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. The night before. Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. It's Faye.
If you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this.
Yeah, it's your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back there for.
Exactly. Was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill
Phoenix Wright. There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. That person was Mr. Phoenix Wright.
That's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered.
Well, it's true that that's how things worked out, but let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was playing poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be.
But how can it be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love.
Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring you to justice. I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cared about.
Even so, why? Why would she go so far as to murder him?
8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing: how to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It's a pretty good move she made too. The evidence was missing for a long time. There was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met.
You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright?
Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can't be true. Oh, Phoenix. Fanny, what a joke you are.
Uh-oh.
Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me.
Whoa. Miss Hawthorne?
It appears that this trial will be coming to an end soon. Fine. I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Hey, old man. Are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with your dumb look on your dumb face?
Miss Hawthorne, what's happened to you?
Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me? This way, Mr. Judge. With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind.
But you're not finished.
Fine. Then ask this nasty little hag to finish up already.
Ooh.
I can't let her get away this time.
Stop there. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer.
The ultimate price? You'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid. No! Ah, okay. Better think it over carefully, Miss Fang. Or should I say, Miss Gray.
Faye? Can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt?
I know where the poison is.
Oh, this is my attorney's badge. Let her get away with this murder.
Nice. Your Honor, defense would like to present proof.
Impossible! You can't possibly.
Stupid woman. It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented. Just one? If you are unable to establish your guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will be handed down on Mr. Wright. I understand, Your Honor. I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar. Ooh! Justin crashed when trying to watch videos. Oh, okay. That's fine. The US only got it in black to match. Oh, interesting. Some special ones I'm not aware of. I don't know about that, Officer Dan. She was planning to poison Miss Wright. If that's the case, the poison was probably in there.
Well then, Miss Faye, please present your evidence. Show the court irrefutable proof that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright.
It's this right here. Wanted the skeleton one, but my uncle got me the white one. Oh, okay, I see, Yaki. Here it is, Your Honor, the evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all.
Cold Killer X, Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine? Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold?
If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned.
What?
Remember what the defendant said in his testimony? But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly. It's the two of us. She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some.
Now you're just grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim Doug Swallow who was holding the medicine.
I'd like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence?
Well, what are you talking about?
8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I need to look into that as well. I've never seen the skeleton one. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. Okay, Aki. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. As with the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne appeared. With her, she was carrying the poison bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to be the defendant. Yes, she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about, and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized she can't allow Doug Swallow to leave. She used a severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim, and on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall as she was carrying the bottle of poison cold medicine? Thought to myself, this is cool. Then, kid you not, I zoomed in to get a close look at the lid, and it says, this is cool. It's great, Officer Dan. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago?
8 months ago?
Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way she did back then. She had someone else hold it, in this case, Doug Swallow. Bum bum bum! It's time to see her true colors. Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman. She's nothing more than a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Huh? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation.
I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of that medicine right now.
Me a fay. Me a fay.
Woo! Do you think you've won? Well, do you, me a fay? Oh my god, those eyes are the eyes of the devil. That's just fine. For the time being, victory is yours. For the time being, well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay?
Huh? What, yes.
I'm going to go spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best. Oh boy. It wasn't as bad as you thought, Aki. Phew! It's finally over.
I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim.
So those eyes remind me of myself. Oh my.
But even so, your witness seems to have accepted.
I don't care. I'm Winston Payne, and I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said.
Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
Yes?
Would you care to try this cold medicine?
What?
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said...
There. It's alright, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life.
So, if she's so trustworthy, I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right?
You see, yes.
And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? And he loses his hair. Because that's what happens when you lose a court case. You lose your hair. It's a known fact. That's why the judge is pretty bald. He's just lost it all on his head.
Mr. Payne, about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll file papers for her immediate arrest.
Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning.
Don't just admit you were wrong.
By the way, Miss Faye,
Yes, Your Honor?
you said earlier that you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne knew each other?
Your Honor, how we knew each other had nothing to do with this case.
Very well. Mr. Payne,
This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my daughter.
it appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say?
It can't be true. Dear Dolly.
Very well then. I believe I am ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright,
Not guilty! Yay!
I did it. This court is adjourned.
Yes! April 11th, 3:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Dun dun.
You are wonderful.
Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. Mr. Grossberg.
During the murder, I thought my hammer was going to explode like lava.
Mr. Grossberg, do you, maybe think you could stop talking about them?
That's what I do now. Anyway, in this case, what does it really mean? Have a relationship of mutual trust with clients. Perhaps it is we better and ways was lost to fight us.
There's Phoenix. Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations. Thanks. You know, I was thinking, go on. The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand, I don't think that was really her. What? Yeah. Dolly I know could never have said those kind of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, fake or something? Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. I don't know what you're talking about. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake. Yeah, you're right. It's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little bit. But out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. Ew. What kind of company must this guy keep? Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying. I thought you were in the art department. Well, yeah, I guess I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, I should still be able to save him in time. I see. Same as Faye. A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself, but I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. Well, it's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all those charges. I became a lawyer like I planned, and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia's gone now. Even so, you can hear her in my mind. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. 5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. That is a story for another day.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we have a brand new episode. The Stolen Turnabout. Ooh. Now see, I've only done the first episode, so I have no idea what the second episode is about. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, let's save. And we're going to save the rest of this for another time, actually. So I'd like to thank you all for coming out. If you like this content, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, just make sure to subscribe. It's all here for your entertainment. And as always, I hope to see you guys in some future content that I'll be doing. But otherwise, keep your heads high and don't get stuck in a hurricane like I did. Bye!